Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Coronation Street has revealed a first look at the upcoming deadly fire that is set to engulf the Platt residence. In next week's February 3 episodes, a huge blaze rips through the iconic Platt house, leading to catastrophic consequences for the whole family. A mysterious hooded figure will be seen pushing a petrol-soaked rag through the letterbox of number 8. The fire will be revealed as arson, putting the street's residents under the police spotlight. But will everyone make it out alive? Coronation Street cast tease night shoots ahead of shock fire storyline. The storyline will kick off at the bistro, as the family gather for Sarah's birthday. However, it isn't long before Hope, Ruby, Lily and Sam get bored and leave the party. They sneak into number 8 and start to live stream a seance, but Toya notices matches on the video and races over to kick them out. Furious, Abby sees Toya heading into the house and confronts her about calling social services. Caught up in a PTSD episode, she lashes out at Toya, knocking her unconscious and fleeing. But does she return to cover up the attack? Best Film and TV Tours for 2025. Meanwhile, creeping round the cobbles is a drunken Leanne, feeling lonely and angry at the world. After starting a fire at Nick's flat, is she considering even more revenge? David is also a suspect for the arson, following his recent feud with gangster Harvey Gaskell. Could Harvey's minions be responsible for the blaze, or has David gone to extreme lengths to get the money from the house insurance to repay Harvey's stolen cash? As the Platts discover the fire destroying their home, they fear missing Toya and the kids might be trapped inside. Nick, Shona and Max head into the inferno before a huge explosion rocks the street. They desperately attempt to save their loved ones, while the street's residents look on in shock. But whose reckless actions caused the horrific ordeal? Coronation Street is gearing up for one of its most dramatic and emotional storylines, yet, as the Platt family faces a devastating house fire that will change their lives forever. Fans of the long-running ITV soap are in for a nail-biting ride filled with tension, heartbreak, and shocking twists. A quiet night turns deadly. It all starts innocently enough on a chilly Friday evening. Gail Platt is preparing a family dinner, eager to bring her often fractured household together. David Platt, fresh from another argument with Shona over parenting Max, reluctantly agrees to attend. Audrey Roberts, ever the glamorous matriarch, has promised to make an appearance despite her reservations about David's attitude. Meanwhile, Sarah Barlow is juggling her work stress and concerns over Adam's recent distant behavior. As the family gathers, tensions simmer beneath the surface. Max's sullen demeanor and Lily's whining over not wanting to eat her vegetables set the stage for a chaotic evening. Even Gail's attempts to lighten the mood with a nostalgic story fall flat. But then, a seemingly trivial event sets off a chain of catastrophic consequences. The spark that ignites chaos. As dinner concludes, Audrey heads outside for a breath of fresh air, cigarette in hand. What she doesn't realize is that a small ember from her cigarette lands in a pile of dry leaves near the back porch. The wind fans the spark, and within minutes, the flames begin to spread toward the house. Inside, the family is oblivious. David and Sarah are locked in a heated argument about Max's behavior, while Gail fusses over dessert in the kitchen. Shona, sensing the growing tension, suggests taking Lily and Max upstairs to watch a film. It isn't until Audrey re-enters the house, smelling smoke, that the gravity of the situation becomes apparent. Panic ensues. Fire. Audrey screams, her voice cutting through the din of the argument. The family freezes for a split second before chaos erupts. David rushes to the window, his face paling as he sees the flames licking up the back wall of the house. Gail drops the dessert bowl, shattering it on the floor, and Sarah grabs her phone to call emergency services. "Get the kids out," David shouts, his voice hoarse with fear. Shona doesn't need to be told twice. She grabs Lily and Max by the hands and races toward the front door. Audrey follows, her face a mask of terror. Sarah struggles to remain calm as she gives the emergency operator their address. But Gail, ever the mother hen, refuses to leave without making sure everyone is safe. A desperate rescue. As the fire spreads rapidly, thick smoke fills the house. Visibility becomes limited, and the heat is intense. David coughs violently, his eyes stinging as he searches for his mother. "Mom, where are you?" he calls out, his voice cracking. "I'm in the kitchen," Gail's faint voice responds. Without thinking, David plunges through the smoke, his heart pounding. He finds Gail near the kitchen table, struggling to stand. Her face is streaked with soot, and she's coughing uncontrollably. "Come on, Mom, we have to get out," David urges, wrapping an arm around her. They stumble toward the front door, but the flames are relentless, blocking their path. David's mind races as he tries to find another way out. That's when he remembers the window in the living room. "This way," he shouts. Using a chair, David smashes the window, creating an escape route. He helps Gail climb through, shielding her from the broken glass as best as he can. Just as he prepares to follow, a massive explosion rocks the house, sending him sprawling. Trapped. Outside, Shona and Audrey scream as they witness the explosion. Sarah tries to run back toward the house, but a firefighter holds her back. "You can't go in there, it's too dangerous," the firefighter warns. "But my brother's still in there," Sarah cries, her voice breaking. Inside, David is disoriented. The heat is unbearable, and the smoke is suffocating. His thoughts are a jumble, but one thing is clear: he has to survive for his family. Summoning every ounce of strength, he crawls toward the window. Flames lick at his heels, and his lungs scream for air. Just as he reaches the opening, strong hands grab him and pull him to safety. Aftermath. Outside, the Platt family watches in horror as firefighters battle the blaze. The house they've called home for years is engulfed in flames, reduced to a smoldering ruin. David, coughing and gasping for air, is checked by paramedics. Gail clings to him, her tears mixing with the soot on her face. "You saved me," she whispers, her voice trembling. "I wasn't gonna let you die in there," David replies, his voice hoarse. As dawn breaks, the fire is finally extinguished. The once proud Platt house stands in ruins, a grim testament to the night's events. The investigation begins. In the days that follow, questions arise about the cause of the fire. Audrey, racked with guilt, confesses to dropping her cigarette near the back porch. "I didn't mean for this to happen," she sobs. "It was an accident." The family is torn between anger and understanding. Gail, ever the peacemaker, tries to soothe tensions. "We're alive, and that's what matters," she insists. "We can rebuild." But the scars run deep. David is haunted by nightmares of the fire, and Shona struggles to reassure him. Sarah and Adam's marriage faces new strains, and Audrey grapples with the weight of her actions. A community rallies. Despite the tragedy, the residents of Weatherfield come together to support the Platts. Eileen Grimshaw organizes a fundraiser, and Roy Cropper offers his cafe as a temporary meeting place for the family. "You're not alone," Roy tells Gail. "We're all here for you." As the Platts begin the slow process of rebuilding their lives, they are reminded of the strength that lies within their family and community. What's next? Coronation Street promises that the aftermath of the fire will have long-lasting consequences for the Platt family. Secrets will be revealed, relationships will be tested, and new challenges will emerge. One thing is certain: the Platts are survivors, and they will rise from the ashes stronger than ever. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our channel Street Gossip for more update news.